up, guys? We made it out here to the creek. We're gonna be doing some native brook trout fishing. I haven't done this in a little bit. The creek it's definitely a lot different than the last time I was out here. We're now all the way in the summer. Spring is over. The creeks are really low, and the water temperature is also rising quite a bit. So these fish, they still should be actively feeding, but a couple more days of this heat wave will put the water temperatures way too high to even safely fish. So I'm a little curious to see what it's going to be like. It could be really good, could be really bad. I'm guessing it's going to kind of be like in between. We might have some luck, but still going to be pretty tough fishing. But yeah, just being out here in the middle of the woods, fly fishing, you know, for these trout, no one else around, there's nothing better. So yeah, we'll get down to the creek and start fishing. You know, it's crazy that with all these bugs in the water, nothing's really rising to them. I thought for sure I would get smacked out of this pool I'm fishing up here, but so far haven't even gotten a single fish to look at it. So maybe, you know, maybe the fish are more spread out, maybe they're not really here. But I mean, this is a great looking pool, especially like when the water's this low. The deeper spots like this, you would really expect to hold some nice brookies. There was a brookie there, I just saw him spook upstream. So yeah, unfortunately we weren't able to trick him with this March Brown we have on right now. So he bolted upstream. Might have been the only brookie in this pool. So well, there goes our chance at that fish. So we'll keep moving, I guess. You know, the fish are just more, I mean, they can see everything better, they get spooked easier, they're harder to find because, I mean, I don't know, it's just not, I'd much rather be out here when the water's higher. But in the summer, I mean, this is the reality you have to deal with. You're not going to get those perfect early spring, late winter conditions where everything's where like the fish are active, the water's high and everything. You know, it's just not going to be like that. So you have to learn to adapt your techniques if you want to continue to be successful, and that's what I'm trying to do right now. But so far, it has not been going well. Maybe a fly change is necessary. We'll have to see. But I'm thinking this big March Brown, there's no reason why this wouldn't be able to fool some fish. It's like one came up, but he like didn't really eat it all the way. It looked like he missed it. So it might have been our first strike of the day. That's really frustrating that we're not getting struck out of a pool like that. I mean, that just looks so picture perfect. Thought for sure we'd get one out of there. Oh well, guess it's time to keep moving. All right, we're put on a nymph and an indicator just to see if we can get stuff real quick before going back to the dry, because you know, the dry fly was just not really working. So, and I think, I mean, I don't know. There's a decent amount of bugs on the water. It is like warm out, the fish should be feeding, but I don't really understand, you know, they just weren't. And sometimes that's the way it goes. So we'll fish this indicator nymph rig through here for a little bit. And then if that doesn't get anything, I guess we might get to a dry dropper or something. I'm not really sure what it's going to take to catch these fish today. But I'm going to keep trying, you know. I mean, the conditions are great. It's only in like the 70s out here. The water is still decently cool. There is a little bit of wind, but back here, like in the trees, that usually doesn't affect things too much. That's a fish. Oh, good brookie, big brookie. Oh yeah. Let's get down here and land this fish. Yeah, guys, this is a great brookie. Get in the net. Nice. First brookie of the day, and that's a tank, dude. Wow. Glad I switched to the indicator. Made one cast in this nice pool under this rock, and this fish just smoked it. I mean, that might be like a solid 7.5 to 8 inch fish. We'll get this fish, keep him in the water as we get measuring some pictures, because he is pretty warm out. We don't want to put too much stress on them, but here he is, guys. Gorgeous brookie. He's probably a little bit over 8 inches. Not quite a PB for me, but wow, such a gorgeous fish, especially out here in the summer when the fishing's really tough. So yeah, we'll get this fish back in the water. I'll keep fishing. Wow, man, these fish are just so pretty. I mean, just look at that, dude. Oh, there he went back into the pool. Quick release, he jumped out of the net. That's good there. I was keeping him nice and wet in the water, and he swam off there really strong. So wow, that was such a gorgeous first fish of the day. about 8¼ inches. That's, I mean, I've only caught a few brook trout in my life. I can probably count on 2 hands the amount of brookies I've caught that were bigger than that one. So that was just an amazing fish to catch. He swam out from under this rock under here. I mean, really, I mean, this pool's only like 2 feet deep, and it's really slow moving, but even like the little pockets like this, the deepest water you can find, that's where the brookies are going to be holding in the summer. All right, we're here where it's probably the best hole in this entire creek. So I'm expecting to catch some out of here for sure. Maybe not behind this log, but especially once we cast way up in front of this log, I'll just go ahead and walk my way up there right now. All right. Because I just know, I mean, that was a horrible cast, but I just know this pool is absolutely loaded because it's one of the only actually deep spots on the creek. So, come on. It's gotta be in here. All right, yep, that's it for this creek. That was the last pool that I feel like hiking to. We got a decently long walk back to the car. I'm not looking forward to that at all. But what I am looking forward to is this next creek we're going to fish. Shake his bang. Really, really good to me in the past. I've done a lot of filming on that creek too. So, I mean, I guess that's sort of the last trick I have up my sleeve though. If it doesn't work out there, then I'd just be about ready to give up trying for these low water brookies. We just need rain, that's what we need. Raise these creeks, get these fish moving around, get these fish feeding some more. So yeah, I mean, not bad out here, I guess, because you can never really call it a bad day when you catch a native brook trout over 8 inches out of a creek this tiny. So yeah, we'll head back to the car. Might fish around some of those good looking pools near the car that we couldn't catch anything with on the dry fly, but yeah, after that, heading across the mountain to the other side and fishing other creeks. So yeah, stay tuned for that. All right, out here at the really good looking waterfall pool, where I will be honestly shocked if we don't catch one with this nymph. So toss this thing here. I mean, does the indicator really make that much of a difference? Like, is that what the problem is? Like, is it just too big? Is it scaring the fish? I don't know. Oh, that's one. There we go. So second brookie of the day. Wow. So I guess the indicator doesn't really matter. These fish will still strike. We'll get this guy in the water here while we unhook him. And yeah, wow, second fish of the day. It's much smaller, but still a nice one. Here he is, guys. Gorgeous little native brook trout. Probably only a 4 incher or so, but pop the hook rig out. Take a look at those colors. So pretty. All right, now we've got the hook out of him. Getting back in the water really, really quick. There he goes, nice and healthy. Wow. So yeah, like I said, I knew there's fish up in this pool. It's just when I came through here with the dry fly, they weren't eating it for some reason. So that's why I wanted to come back here, is because obviously I didn't fish this stuff well enough. I didn't give it a fair try. So we're gonna, I guess, flip a few more casting here. But now that we caught a fish down here, we've confirmed it's still in here, I'm about ready to head up to the next creek and hopefully search for some better fishing, because, you know, as much as I love this creek and I hate to say anything bad about it, the fishing is really, really slow today, and it's just not really working out. All right, we're heading down to the other creek we're going to fish today. Hopefully this one turns out a little bit better, and hopefully we can pull some nice fish out of here. Yeah, this is my other favorite creek in this area. I love to fish. You guys, if you guys have watched my other brook trout videos, there's a good chance that most of the ones you've watched have been from this creek. I mean, it's really, really good. Holds a lot of fish, holds a lot of big fish. It's really long, has some nice pools. So even in the low water conditions, I'm thinking that catching some fish out here today shouldn't be that unrealistic. So we've already got 2 brookies today. We got 2 at the last spot. One of them was obviously that really, really good one. Hopefully we can keep it going and pull some more good brookies out of this creek. So there's an excellent pool right here. this just looks amazing. I've broken off on a big one here in the past, so I know there's some big fish that live here usually. However, I haven't really fished this in the summer, so you know, maybe they've all moved out, who knows. I mean, this is a spot where I would expect to catch a brookie for sure. It's deep, has some good cover by that tree where they can go and hide if there's any threats. So I don't know why I'm not catching anything here. Come on, it's floating through there right in the sweet spot. Well, I just watched like 2 7+ inch fish spook out of here, so I was right, they were in there. They just weren't interested in my nymph. But that's all right, you know. We've got plenty of other spots we can fish on this creek. I just want one nice native out of here, and that will make the trip out here worth it. I'm shocked that we didn't pull a brookie out of this pool yet. I mean, I haven't fished way up at the head of the pool, but it's like, damn, this is such a good looking spot. And it seems like every single brookie in this creek has disappeared. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. This is the same fly that I was having success with at last creek, and I mean, normally the fly you use doesn't matter. It's just how you present it to these fish. And I feel like I snuck up on this pool decently well. I made some good casts, and just nothing wanted to bite. So yeah, man, it's just not my day today at this creek. The other creek was obviously, I think, much better there. So I don't know. I mean, this was like one of the main pools I came here to fish. I thought for sure that even if I wasn't catching stuff out of the pocket water and like the smaller pools, I thought for sure I'd have luck out of pools like this. But I mean, I'm not even seeing fish spook out of this pool. Oh, are you kidding me? I just watched like 10 fish just, I mean, maybe, yeah, I don't even know what to say. I'm not even gonna try to explain it at this point. I'm just gonna do the only thing I can do, which is just keep fishing for a little bit longer. If it's not happening, it's not happening. And you know, I'm just enjoying being out here in nature, around in this like beautiful forest, around all this wildlife. And even if the brookies aren't really biting, you know, that's better than spending the day inside, which is what I would have done anyway. Well, I think that's gonna do it. It just wasn't happening out here on this creek. We did catch 2 fish earlier at the first creek of the day, and one of them was a very, very, very solid 8 1/4 inch native brook trout. The other one was like a 4 incher. Both really, really fun to catch, especially since it's been a while since we've come out here and done this. So yeah, it could have been, I mean, obviously it wasn't a great day, but hey, it could have been worse. You know, I could have gotten a skunk and drove all the way out here for nothing. So yeah, I'll take what I can get, you know. And an 8 inch brookie is nothing to scoff at. That was really, really cool. So gonna head back to the car, call it a day. But I had a lot of fun out here, and hopefully you guys enjoyed watching me fish for these native brook trout. So if you guys like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.